All right, it's the Jeff and Jeremy After the Show podcast. You can always catch it here at KZOZ.com, on iTunes, Podbean, and the FM player.
Jeremy's the nice one. This is according to his wife. I can't believe when she describes what you do for a living.
How do you not believe this? On a regular basis, we've known each other for 20 years, and for 20 years, you've been a schmuck.
No, that's not true at all.
Really? When is the last time you did something nice?
Maybe to you.
When's the last time you said something nice? Well, she listens to the radio show.
I complimented my wife's hair yesterday.
No, she's talking about me. When's the last time you said anything nice to me?
I was going to say something nice about your shirt today. But
no, you weren't. You actually made fun of it. Like, what is that shirt? Fishing shirt?
Okay, can I tell you something on the fishing shirts?
The other day, I said something to your wife. I'm like, gosh, I haven't seen you in cowboy boots in a long time. You're like, well, you've had the same haircut for 20 years. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? She used to wear cowboy boots all the time. You took my head off. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm not giving your wife a hard time. Very
protective of my wife. The fishing shirt, by the way, and this is going to continue with the theme of me not being nice, but I'm just going to say...
Right. What's wrong with the fishing shirt?
It tends to, because of the material that the fishing shirt is made of, the people at Columbia that they've decided...
The Omni-Shade material with SPF 50 in it? Yeah.
Right. It looks like a tent.
Oh, it's too big.
It looks like a tent.
No, it's way too big.
I'm not saying that the one that you're wearing today. I'm saying all the fishing shirts that you wear. The green, the mauve, the orange.
I don't have an orange one.
The salmon, the whatever the color
black,
of the fishing shirt. How many different fishing shirts do you have?
Oh, I don't know. I probably have 12.
12 fishing shirts.
But that's what I wear. I'm comfortable. These things are vented in the back.
A tent.
They keep you cool
like a tent.
When it's warm.
Just like a tent. You ever wake up in a tent? When you wake up in a tent, you're like a little too hot. You unzip that window, you let a little breeze come through, and you're like, it's vented. Those shirts are designed exactly like tents, okay? So when you wear that shirt, it looks like you're wearing a tent. You're like, wait a minute, is that guy wearing a vent on the back of his shirt?
Most days if I don't wear this, I wear a t-shirt or I wear another cotton up button shirt. The only time I get compliments is when I wear a fishing shirt. And everybody, even this shirt, has said, wow, that's a good looking shirt.
Has
Where'd you
anybody
get that?
ever said to you, God, where'd you get that tent shirt? I really like it.
No one has ever said that, but you! That's why you're...
It looks like a tent.
Columbia.
The Columbia PFG looks like a tent, okay?
Yes.
In fact, you know what I would like to do? I would like to, over time, because I know you're not going to part with these things, because I know you love these shirts.
No, I do. I wear them all the time.
They're vented like a tent is.
Well, I would like to be comfortable.
I would like to go all Les Stroud and actually fashion your fishing shirts into a tent.
It would be a great tent.
That would be used.
Because you would have SPF 50. Because that's what the material does. It whisks away water, so if you get it wet from the rain,
it just falls right off. Could you not make a tent out of that shirt? You absolutely.
Are you trying to say the shirt is too big? Because it is big on me.
No, I'm not saying that. That's not it at all.
Columbia makes an XL too big. I'm too fat for a large.
You have big ones, and you have ones that don't fit you as nicely, as generous as those ones do. See, that's me being nice. I'm saying...
Oh, really? That sounds like a backhanded compliment to me, fatty. Hey, fatty, you also have some that are a little tight on you. Like the one I wore yesterday, I know was a little tight. I gained a little weight from the fair food.
Some don't fit you as generous as others do, okay?
I'm having a real issue with this shirt. I'm thinking about it's too long. Look at this.
Yeah.
It's too long.
In fact, I hope that's the one
I need to do is
give me first.
Well, because then I want to alter it.
I can make the base of my tent.
Can I take it somewhere and they can maybe just chop the bottom off so it doesn't look so long?
Tent shirt, if you will.
So I'll go to Tent City for the night.
Can we call your wife?
Why?
Because I want it from the horse's mouth. I don't necessarily believe you when you say that she tells people that you are the nice one. I can't fathom it. Because I work with you on a daily basis. I don't think you're all that nice to be where...
Do you think I'm lying?
I don't think you're telling the absolute truth.
All right, we'll call her.
We have no idea if she's going to answer. Most of the time she does not answer, but because this is the After the Show podcast, which you can subscribe to Jeff and Jeremy on iTunes and get. You can also get it at KZOZ.com and Podbean.
Good morning, Dr.
All right.
Middle office, this is Sandy. How can I help you?
Hi, Sandy. It's Jeremy. Is Charlene available?
Yeah, she sure is, Jeremy. Hold on.
All right.
Thanks.
I got to tell her we're doing the podcast.
Why?
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Hi.
Hey, we're doing our podcast, which isn't on the radio. It's on our website. And I told Jeff that you said...
Yesterday I got like 5 downloads, so watch out.
I told Jeff what
Watch
you
what
said.
you say.
I said, well, when people ask you about us, the radio show...
No, you're leading the witness. You're leading the witness.
I said, what do you say to people? And then I told him what you told me you said, what you've said in the past.
Yeah.
And he doesn't believe me. And do you have a second to talk to us, like a minute or two?
I have like a second.
Okay, go.
No, I don't believe that either. But it's okay. What do you tell people about Jeremy?
That he's a nicer one?
Okay, that's not exactly the truth then, what you were telling me.
She says I'm the nice one.
No, she said nicer. There's a difference in that, okay?
Oh, so you think... No.
So if you're comparing 2 rotten apples and you have
such
one
a girl.
And you have one rotten apple that's a little bit more rotten than the other one, you say, well, he's the less rotten of the apples. So that's what you're saying when you say he's the nicer one.
Let's role play for a second. Oh, Charlene, your husband's the one on the radio, the KZOZ show. Which one is he?
Jeremy.
Oh. Really?
No, that's when you say he's the nicer one.
No.
What do you say? Or just tell us what you say.
I say he's Jeremy of Jeff and Jeremy.
And then what happens?
And they're like, oh, well, which one is that? I'm like, well, he's the nicer one.
Okay. I can live with that. I can live with that because I'm not here to make friends. I take Tupac's stance on this one, okay? I say fuck friends, okay? That's what I say, okay? Nobody needs them, all right? Jeremy's here to make friends. I'm not here to make friends. Okay, so you know what?
Okay,
that's
you.
right. And
you're welcome.
I love you.
Thanks for telling the truth.
Right.
And I would agree with that. I would say that yes, generally you are the nicer one because you want to put a good foot forward. I don't care.
That's how I was raised.
I have enough friends. I have plenty of friends. Okay.
Hashtag full friends. Screw it. All right. Earlier on the show, we were talking about this, and Thomas wanted to ring in, and apparently he's been listening a very long time.
I'm just wondering, has anybody ever tell you guys, you know, you pretty much compliment each other in a weird kind of way, almost perfectly. I've been listening to you guys since day one, back in 06, I think it was.
Wow. That's impressive.
When you said 06, I had to think about, was it 06? So you actually
pay
more attention than I do.
Is that 11 years? Has it been that long?
Yeah,
really? I mean, I know it was.
It has.
Wasn't it right around Christmas time or somewhere around there?
It was actually the day after the Super Bowl because
the day after the Seahawks got their ass handed to them by the Steelers.
We had to start this job, which was
there
just mortifying.
Well, and so I always thought, Jeremy, you remind me of, in some strange way, Joe Rogan. That's the compliment. I mean, I would take it as a compliment with some of your, the way your voice inflections and the way you kind of get loud every now and then.
Yeah, I know. People have said I sound like Joe Rogan. That's about the only thing that I have in common.
I say I'm not the first one to tell you that.
No, I've had other friends that always say I sound like Joe Rogan.
And then Jeff, always seems to be sometimes, because you get wound up, man, and Jeff always seems to be a little more voice of reason, but then all of a sudden that part you talk about, that kind of the Richard.
Hey,
we're not going to call him Dick.
A-hole? I like to use the word a-hole.
Hold on a second. So Jeremy's wife's running around town telling everybody that he's the nice one. Who do you think is the nice one?
You guys, that's why I say it's a perfect compliment. Sometimes one, and it switches off, really, because I've heard Jeremy when he's done the show by himself, and I've heard you when you do the show by yourself, when the other was on vacation or whatever, and it's equally, you both can be. That's when the true nice guy comes out. Is when you do the show by yourself.
We're all nice when we're alone, but
it's much better when we're together.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I love it. Without you guys together, I mean, like I said, it's been, it was rough when you first came on because you replaced a couple of knuckleheads that we had thought we had gotten used to, but those guys were nerds, man, compared to when you guys came on. At first, we were looking, me and my buddy were working on a house. We're looking at each other going, what the hell? What did they do? And then as a couple of days went by, and then you guys started getting warmer and warmer, and the rest is history, man. I mean, come on.
Let's get back to Jeremy's wife. Let's get back to Jeremy's wife. Would you say it is adequate statement that when she's running around telling everybody that he's the nice one, that she should probably dial back those comments a little bit and say he's sometimes the nice one?
Yeah, it's a fine mixture and a really good blend.
Okay, you got what you wanted, Jeff.
She's too close to the forest on this one, or the Rogan, if you will.
Thomas, we're so glad.
You guys wouldn't have lasted as long on the radio if you were anything other than what you are, I think. That's my personal opinion, anyway.
Well, we appreciate it, and we're glad you've been listening from day one,
Tom.
and you nailed it. 06, February. Have a great day, buddy.
All right, you guys too. I'll keep in touch, man.
All right. Seriously, that's crazy to talk to somebody who's been listening from the beginning, and he remembers the beginning.
That's funny because my wife runs around town telling everybody that I'm the smart one.
Of course she
I can't
does.
believe she tells people that you're the nice one.
Well, you sometimes come across like an a-hole. What can you
to
say?
you?
Hey, Brian, go ahead.
It's all about intention. When we all know Jeff is intentionally trying to push your buttons. When you're an ass, it just happens naturally.
Right, exactly.
True.
Because I'm more genuine than this jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're giving someone a hard time, it just kind of happens naturally, and we all know Jeff is trying to push your buttons.
Yeah. And there's only one person that I'm really mean to be honest with you.
It's me.
Yeah, it's you.
It's me.
And it's because I have to work with you every day.
That's not true. You're mean to a lot of people.
I treat people like this, though, in my regular, everyday life. This is how I operate. The more I know you, the less I like you. Which is horrible for my wife and my family because
I don't think you're using the right words. I don't know if like is the right word. The more you know somebody and the more comfortable you are around them, the more apt you are just to be honest and not be
less sugarcoating.
pleasant.
I am the nicest to people that I meet for the first time. The second time I meet you, I'm not going to be as nice to you. The third time I meet you, I'm definitely not going to be as nice to you.
And the fourth time, he's not even going to acknowledge you're in the room.
Yeah. It's just kind of the way I operate. I am a bigger jerk to the people that are closest to me than I am to people that I don't know. And I think a majority of people operate in that fashion. I don't think that's outside the realm of
I try to explain this to my wife all the time. I'm like, the reason I can just be blunt with you is because we've been together for 23 years.
Yes.
Like, I don't
you should
have
be able
to
to take it at
dance
this point.
it around, all right? I'm just going to be straight with you. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but at least you're getting it straight out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're cutting out the pleasantries at this point.
Right.
Okay.
We don't need to do that.
It's the chemistry. You're cutting straight to the point.
But women, they don't always appreciate that. They like pleasantries.
That being said, Brian, I'm sticking a gun to your head right now because I'm the dick, I guess. I'm sticking a gun to your head, and I'm saying you have to pick one. Who's the nice one?
Oh, man. I'm going to have to go Jeff the first time you meet him, but Jeremy after that.
Yeah, probably. Jeremy does have a longer...
Nice answer, you goat.
But you know what? You're spot on with that, Brian, because he does have a longer tolerance for people. He really does.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Have a great day, guys.
All right, there we go. That'll conclude the After Show podcast for today.
I'm cool with you being the nice one. I really am.
Well,
like I said earlier, it's
not your thing to be nice.
I take Tupac's stance on this. I don't care about friends.
Nicer.
You're out to make friends.
I think my wife said something that was important.
Our employers love us because of you.
No, stop it.
That's true. If there was two of me's, we would not be working here.
That's true. You've gotten in more fights with
and
people.
probably two
How
of
about when
yous,
you told Suzanne the other day that her
yous,
job pretty much was a joke? Because she has to put up together all the promotion sheets for us to talk about. She really works hard because outside of her radio shift, she's programming music. She's doing all these other things. And Jeff's like, he moved something. He didn't tell her. And so she couldn't tell the rest of the DJs that work on the station. And then he's an ass and says, "Oh, sorry if I screwed up your little sheet." I'm like, what a dick.
I didn't say it like that.
Oh, my God, don't make me get the email.
I didn't say it like that.
The tone was along those lines.
So she wanted us to give away the Slayer tickets for the show.
It was just a timing thing.
She had told all the DJs to go ahead and tell them to listen to the show so we could give away the Slayer tickets. Well, I thought that we could have some games to give away the Slayer tickets during the show from 6 to 10 every day on 93.3 KZOZ. And because we hadn't done games in a long time because we've been on vacation, we had the fair, we've had all kinds of scheduling issues over really the past 2 months. And I was like, let's get back to playing some games, having some fun.
I got the email.
And
I got to read it now.
And I really thought that, that the bigger carrot to dangle for that was tickets to a concert as opposed to 2 chicken sandwiches from Carl's Jr. Nothing against those chicken sandwiches. They're great. But still,
He says, sorry if it messed up your little liner sheet.
I didn't say, does that say little in there?
It just says liner sheet.
It doesn't say little.
But that's what it reads. Sorry if it messed up your liner sheet.
I am sorry. Can I be genuinely sorry?
No more Mr. Nice Guy. That is a guarantee anytime you're tuning into the radio show. Don't forget, you can always catch this podcast. Log on to KZOZ.com as well as iTunes, Podbean.
It's not the FM player. It's the Player FM. I noticed you said that earlier.
FM player?
No.
It's Player FM.
Player FM, which has an app that you could download in the Google and the App Store. All that good stuff. It's my layout. My favorite layout is got to be KZOZ.com, though, because at KZOZ.com, you could follow along with all the links while you listen. Just click on the podcast section.
All right. Bye. Have a nice day.
Right,
you say nothing that makes you a jerk.
Don't stop because I'm looking for something. It's actually very funny. If you give me a second,
I'll give you a few seconds.
Here. Hold on a second.
Hey, you know what? Have a real nice day.
Okay, I will. I'm sure you will too, at everyone else's expense.
Miss the show or only catch part of it? Download the Jeff and Jeremy podcast at KZOZ.com or get it on demand on the KZOZ app. Jeff and Jeremy on 93.3 KZOZ.